Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be chatting about the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale for spring 2020. I feel like this kind of came out of nowhere for me. I have been a little bit out of the loop with the beauty community in the last month or so, but honestly I feel like I hadn't seen any videos pop up in my YouTube feed or see any emails. I don't think I even saw a flyer come in the mail from Ulta, so this totally took me by surprise. But apparently, today, Sunday, March 15th, is the kickoff of the 21 Days of Beauty sale. If you're not familiar with what 21 Days of Beauty is, the name, it's pretty self-explanatory. So for the next 3 weeks, every day, there are different beauty steals, different products that are 50% off. Some of them you can get online and in stores. Some of them are online only, and then some are exclusive just to Diamond and Platinum members. This is one of my favorite times to shop for beauty products. Ulta usually does these sales twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall, and they usually include a lot of cult classic favorite products that people really like and a few up and coming popular things. So you usually can get some really good stuff. However, it's also a little bit of a trap in that it's very easy to overspend and pick things up that you don't need or maybe wouldn't have wanted to buy if that thing wasn't on sale. So I feel like the 21 Days of Beauty, it's a really good thing, but it can also be not such a good thing if, you go a little overboard. And that is why I'm here today. I want to help you guys make the most informed purchases possible. So I want to share my thoughts on the products that I've tried that are going to be included in this sale, whether or not they're things that I would recommend, or I think maybe are worth passing over, or might only be good for certain types of people, just give you my 2 cents for what it's worth to hopefully help you only buy things you're going to end up really loving. Now, obviously, there's a lot to talk about in this sale, and I can't speak to every single product that's included because I haven't tried them all, and also I don't want to keep you guys here for 2 hours. So we're just going to go through week by week. I'll highlight the particular beauty steals that I am interested in either purchasing myself or that I have tried to let you guys know what I think of them. And then one last thing before we actually get into the specific products, I just want to make a note that if you are a Diamond or Platinum member and you purchase any of the daily beauty steals online, you do get free shipping with your entire order, which is really nice if you only want to pick up one thing, like that one beauty steal, especially if it's online only or you don't have time to run out to the store because life, also coronavirus. But now that I'm thinking about it, even though this is an entirely unrelated tangent, I do just want to say to any of you who have been or who will be in the coming weeks affected by the coronavirus, I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are staying safe. Here in Connecticut, we have had a few confirmed cases. We actually recently found out that there's a case in the town that I live in, so that's a little bit unnerving. So honestly, I feel like makeup is such a trivial thing. It is by far not the most important thing at all to be thinking about right now, but if you are looking from a break from the anxiety and the stress of everything that is going on in the world right now, I hope this will be a fun little lighthearted video for you guys to enjoy. Anyway, with all that being said, we've got plenty to talk about, so let's get into the daily beauty deals. All right, so let's kick things off with today, Sunday, March 15th. The one product that I've tried from today's beauty steals is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And even though I feel like Anastasia has grown so much as a brand and they're really known now for their eyeshadows and their highlights, they started with brows. That is what they were known for from the very beginning, and they do brow products really well. So this definitely is a good product. If you're in need of a brow pencil, the Brow Wiz is excellent. However, I do still think that at the sale price, which is $11.50, it's kind of expensive just because the quality of drugstore brow pencils has gone up so much. You can find really good brow pencils for $4, $5, $6. So if you're definitely trying to get good bang for your buck, if you go through brow pencils every single month or every couple months, this may not still be the best choice for you. Who I think the Brow Wiz might be worth it for would be any person that has a really difficult time finding their undertone in a drugstore brow pencil, because most affordable brow pencils have very limited shade ranges. And that's the one thing the Brow Wiz really has going for it. It comes in a lot of different colors, and I feel like a lot of the undertones are very natural, whether you're auburn or gray hair or blonde, brunette, etc., whatever. So if you're someone that really struggles with finding a brow pencil that looks natural in their brow hairs, then the Brow Wiz might be worth the $11.50 to you. Or again, if you really just like that brow pencil, then go for it. Now, I haven't tried any of the products that are included in the beauty steals for March 16th, so we're gonna skip ahead to Tuesday the 17th. On this day, I've actually tried quite a few of the products in this list. It's been absolute ages since I've used the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, so I honestly don't really feel like I can speak to whether or not it's any good. I kind of would be curious to try it again because it has been like over a decade. I know a lot of people really love it though, so just as an FYI, that is included on that day. Something that I do really like though, and that I have tried, are the Ofra highlighters. Now, I don't have any of the single highlighters in my collection anymore. I decluttered all of them because I have a couple of these really cute split pan duos that I got around the holidays, as well as a highlighting palette from them. So I kind of felt like I didn't really need to keep the single highlights, but all of them are going to be 50% off. So they range in price from $17.50 to $20 a piece, which, to be perfectly honest, is still kind of expensive. We're gonna get to another highlight in a little bit that is less expensive during the sale, and honestly I think I like the formula of even better. But for sure, if you are someone that has always wanted to try an Ofra highlight, this is definitely the time to get it because the full price ones are so expensive. Finally, the last product from this day that I've tried is the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I got that in a BoxyCharm, I think at the end of last year. Now, with all of the BoxyCharm drama that's gone on in the last couple of months, I honestly have no idea if the Pro Collagen Marine Cream that I got in my BoxyCharm box is exactly the same formula and exactly the same product you would get if you were to go and buy it at Ulta. So do please take that into consideration with what I'm about to say. But I personally did not end up really liking this product. I ended up decluttering it just because I felt like it was super heavily fragranced, and the fragrance really did irritate my skin. It does kind of annoy me because I think this product would be really great otherwise, and I feel like even if they wanted to keep a little bit of the fragrance, like they could have just toned it down a few notches. Like, you open the jar and I feel like it really does hit you in the face. It has a strong smell to it. So given how expensive this product is, I mean, regularly the retail price is $89. It's on sale for $44.50, which is still a lot of money. It's not something that I personally would recommend. So moving along to Wednesday, March 18th, I have tried a couple of products from this day. They're including the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Booster Serum. This is going to be on sale for $40. This again was a product that I got in a BoxyCharm maybe a couple of years ago. I used the whole thing up. I did like it, but I don't know that it's necessarily worth the high price tag. Like, certainly, again, the sale price is much better than the full price. I don't think I would have ever paid $80 to repurchase that serum. But honestly, I don't think I noticed enough in the way of results to really feel like even $40 is super worth it. Like, for $2 more, you could get the Volition Beauty Strawberry C Serum, and that has some similar properties in what it does for your skin, and that one has no fragrance in it, no weird essential oils, so I would say you're much better off getting that product over getting this one. Now, something that's a little bit sneaky, a little bit of a hidden gem, is that they have this multi-brand Discover Brands category that's going to be 50% off, and that's online only this day. And this is not even included in the product imagery on this, so it would be very easy to miss this. You have to like click into it and look and see what products are included. But the Persona Season 1 lip glosses are going to be $8 on the 18th, which is a total steal. This guy right here was like my summer obsession in 2019. This is their Coral lip gloss. This is just the most gorgeous color. It's very sheer, but it definitely still does impart a color to your lips. It kind of makes you look like you were just eating a cherry popsicle or something, but like in the most flattering kind of way. It's not sticky at all. As it wears off, it kind of becomes this like balm-like texture on your lips. It has a tiny bit of shimmer in it, but it's not gritty at all. It's just a really, really beautiful gloss. So for $8, I feel like this is absolutely steal, you know, like the same price as a drugstore lip gloss, but a really, really excellent formula. And I know they have expanded the shade range even further. They launched a couple new shades in the winter, so there are a ton of really beautiful ones to choose from, but this, the coral one, is probably my personal favorite. Moving on to Thursday, March 19th, it looks like a bunch of different brands of high-end false lashes are going to be 50% off. This is actually really exciting because I feel like in previous years, they have included falsies within the 21 Days of Beauty sale, but usually they're hot buys, so you don't normally see this many styles available for 50% off. I feel like this time around there's a really good selection. So if you've always been interested in splurging on a really nice pair of false lashes, they're going to be, it looks like, between $6 and $13 instead of between $12 and $26. Also, I'm pretty sure that Ulta does not carry mink lashes at all anymore, so all of the styles that are included in this discount are faux mink. They're all synthetic, so that's really cool if you don't want to buy mink lashes. It looks like the brands that are included are Lily Lashes, House of Lashes, Velour, and I think Blinking Beauté. Now, I personally haven't tried Blinking Beauté, but I've tried all of those other brands, and I do like all of them. I think I've had the most experience with Velour, and I think Velour lashes are excellent. Now, I have not tried as much in the way of their faux mink lashes, but I know they make a really good quality lash, and I feel like the lash bands on their mink ones were not really particularly difficult to work with. So I think if there's a style here that looked interesting to you and you were, you know, wanting to treat yourself to a new pair of falsies that you could wear over and over and over again, these might be a really solid investment. Moving right along, Friday, March 20th. This one is really exciting because I really love this product and it is a little bit pricey for what it is, so I feel like being able to get it at the sale price is amazing. So the Becca Ultimate Lipstick Love lipsticks are going to be $12 instead of $24, which is an excellent price. These are such beautiful, luxurious lipsticks. I'm actually wearing a little cocktail of a couple of these shades right now. Primarily, I have the shade Tawny on my lips, which is a bit of a deeper nude. I'll swatch it for you guys so you can see. So this is what Tawny looks like. Really, really gorgeous shade. And then I added a little bit of Dune on top, which is a lighter, more sort of like peachy nude. So I just kind of blended a little bit of that in to lighten things up a bit. But these are just ultra creamy, very luxurious feeling lipsticks. They have a nice pigmentation to them. They're not super opaque and full color. You can definitely build them up to a full color opacity, but they still have just like a slight bit of translucency to them where your like natural lip color can show through, and they just have this way of looking like one with your lips as opposed to looking like a thick layer of product on top of your lips. They have no scent to them whatsoever, so if you're someone that can't handle the smells in lipsticks, you may really like that. They also are not irritating to the lips in any way. Obviously, the formula has a little bit of a shine to it. It's not like insanely glossy, but it definitely is a more creamy, nourishing, buttery feeling lipstick. It's not going to be the most long wearing thing, but I think because they have so many very natural, easy to apply shades, it's the kind of thing that you can touch up really easily without really having to worry about it not looking perfect. To that point, I think also because it is a very buttery, creamy, kind of thin textured lipstick, if you want a really precise, crisp lip line, you probably need to use a lip liner with one of these. I feel like the lip liner helps to give that definition, and then this is like the perfect thing to fill in the lips with. To that point, the Ultimate Lip Definers are also on sale for $9. I've never tried those before, but maybe I will pick one of those up. I don't have like a plethora of lip liners, and I have been kind of in this mood to try some new ones out and find some really good formulas, so that might be something I'm adding to my personal shopping list. Finally, the very last day of week number 1, of course, includes probably the most popular Ulta exclusive product of all time. Tarte Shape Tape is going to be 50% off, so you can get this for $13.50. I personally don't need to restock right now because this tube is relatively fresh, but for all of y'all out there that love Shape Tape as much as I do, if you've been needing to restock, now is definitely the time to do it. So moving into week number 2, we have Sunday, March 22nd. On this day, online and in stores, all Too Faced bronzers are going to be 50% off, so they're going to be $15 instead of $30, which is a pretty good price. Now, something to keep in mind with these bronzers, I think it was maybe 2 years ago now, if not a year ago, Too Faced reformulated and repackaged all of their like chocolate bronzers. They may have been all of their bronzers, but I know specifically the chocolate line because that's like their most popular bronzer collection. They did reformulate and repackage those. So I have not tried the new formula. The last time I had the milk chocolate Soleil bronzer was probably from like 4 or 5 years ago. And the reviews online have been very mixed. A lot of people were very upset with the formula change and say they don't perform the way that they used to. But then there are some people that still like it or who never tried the original and say that the current formula is totally fine for them. So buyer beware. If that's something that, you know, you've been like, oh, I've always wanted to try that because I've been hearing about it for the last 7 years that it's such an amazing bronzer, just be aware that the current version may or may not be the same as the one your favorite beauty YouTuber raved about 5 years ago. Something on the opposite end of the spectrum though that has like zero hype and is like a total hidden gem on this day are the LORAC front of the line pro eyeliners. Those are going to be 50% off on this day. It looks like only online. Is LORAC not carried in Ulta stores anymore? Like they definitely always used to have a display, but I realize I haven't been in an Ulta in a while, so maybe they pulled LORAC out of Ulta, or maybe they just decided to only honor the steal online. I don't really know. But the eyeliners, however, I think are excellent. The Front of the Line Pro liquid eyeliner has a brush tip. It's so easy to work with. It's very, very long wearing. I really like that formula a lot. It's been a little while since I've had one, but I do remember being very impressed with it the last time I used it. Moving along to March 23rd, Monday, there are quite a few things on this day that I have tried. The Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I feel like that's kind of a cult classic eyeshadow primer that a lot of people have loved over the years. It's not my personal holy grail, but I don't think that it's bad. Honestly, most days I just use concealer as a primer and then I use a glitter glue to intensify my metallic and shimmery shadows, and that's kind of my personal preference as far as eyeshadow primer goes. Then there is the Grande Cosmetics Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. Now this is something that's only available for Diamond and Platinum members. It looks like you can get it online or in store. I don't know how I feel about this product. It has been sent to me in PR many times over, but I haven't tried out the latest tubes that they've sent me because I've been a little afraid to. The last time that I tried this product, I think was a couple of years ago, and I felt that it irritated the skin like right above my eyelashes. I didn't get a rash. I didn't have like, you know, a crazy reaction or anything like that, but I just felt like it made my eyes hypersensitive and it made them a little bit more puffy. And I felt like the skin, like right along the lash line, almost looked, I don't want to say blistered because there wasn't like an actual blister, but you know how blisters kind of have that like shininess to them, like the skin has been damaged? I feel like it kind of did that to my skin, so it kind of freaked me out. Like my lashes didn't fall out, I didn't go blind, like nothing terrible happened, but it definitely like stung a little bit and didn't seem to agree with the skin around my eyes, so I stopped using it. And funny enough, the same thing happened for me with a totally different brand's eyelash serum, so I don't know if there's some common ingredient that is maybe the ingredient that's supposed to make your lashes grow longer that I particularly am sensitive to or allergic to in some way. So this is one of those things where I feel like, I don't know, it is kind of a cool concept because I definitely think having longer, thicker, natural lashes is probably appealing to most of us. But it is expensive, and I know that I'm not the only person that's had a reaction to this type of product before. Either way, I would love to know if any of you guys have tried this lash serum. What was your experience with it? Let us know in the comments if it worked really well for you or if you also had a reaction like me, because I think it would be helpful to anybody out there who might be thinking about buying this just to see some other opinions. All right, so Tuesday, March 24th, I have not tried anything from this day, so we're gonna move ahead to March 25th. There is something very exciting on this day that's an online only deal, and that is the makeup eraser is going to be $10 instead of $20. I have this cute little limited edition pineapple makeup eraser. I think that they just have like the original pink and maybe like the black one available for the sale, but they're all the same thing basically. And if you don't know what a makeup eraser is, which I'm sure a lot of you do, but just in case you don't, this is basically like a microfiber washcloth that allows you to remove your makeup using only water. Yes, it does really work. It's kind of magical. It will save you a lot of money on cleanser, especially for someone that wears makeup often. Like, it's good to double cleanse your skin. So this is a great first step to remove your makeup before you go in with your face wash. So if you don't want to have like an oil cleanser and another separate face wash, using a makeup eraser can like take the place of that first step cleanse. So yeah, I love the makeup eraser. I think it is an amazing eco-friendly alternative to makeup wipes because those you have to keep repurchasing and repurchasing, whereas this, I think you can wash it like hundreds of times, if not like 1,000 times. So it's something insane. Like, this will last forever. When you've used the whole thing up, like it's completely dirty, you just throw it into your laundry. I always wash mine with my towels, and then, you know, you can tumble dry it low, and usually it doesn't stain super badly, like unless maybe you're using it to remove a lot of like really heavy dark black eye makeup, and if that's the case, you could always just get the black one and then you'll never see any stains. So probably of everything in this entire sale, if there's like one practical recommendation I can make to you guys, if you've never tried the makeup eraser and you're someone that uses makeup wipes to remove your makeup, maybe this is the time to take the plunge and try one of these out. Then on the next day, Thursday, March 26th, I have a feeling a lot of you are already thinking what I'm thinking. We're on the same page if you watch a lot of my videos. I am so excited to see that they are including a Nabla product in this year's sale. And of all the products, they decided to include the Skin Glazing Highlight. I've been raving about this lately because I'm absolutely obsessed with it, and I don't use that word lightly. This is a beautiful highlight. And the price, honestly, like the full price of this is not astronomical. This is normally $24. Like, when you think of the Ofra highlights, those on sale are like $17 to $20. So only a few dollars less than this without the sale price, and on sale it's only $12. Like, there are drugstore highlights that are going for more money than that, like the Pixie ones come to mind. So this is probably my favorite product that's included in the entire sale. Like, I know not everyone needs a highlight. If you're a beauty lover, odds are you probably have a ton of them and don't need to go buy another one. But this is just something I absolutely adore. Definitely recommend. It keeps selling out on the Ulta website, so I hope that they will be in stock in time for the sale. But yeah, even I myself am tempted to pick up another color. Like, I know I don't really need to. I should be being good about my beauty spending, so I'm like trying to resist. But if I was going to get one, I think I would pick up the shade Privilege, which is described as a champagne with a duochrome peach reflect. This one that I have is Amnesia, which is kind of like a true champagne. I think they have one shade a little bit lighter than this. This one's kind of like the mid-toned champagne-y gold, and I think it just looks so stunning on my skin tone, especially having slightly more like warm leaning undertones. I find that it doesn't ever look like a dark weird stripe. It just blends into the rest of my makeup seamlessly. It has a very, very thin formula. I think it might be a baked product. Like there's zero fallout when you swirl your brush in here, but it definitely does pick up on the brush. It layers up really nicely on the skin, so it can be either very subtle or it can be super intense and blinding. And because it's not like thick and silicone-y and heavy on the skin and metallic, I feel like it doesn't really enhance texture all that badly. It's just, it's so pretty. Alrighty, moving along, we've got Friday, March 27th. From this day, the only product that I really want to highlight is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. The liner is also going to be on sale this day, but I've never tried that one, so I really can't speak to it. But the Superhero Mascara is awesome. If you like really, really dramatic, voluminous lashes, that mascara will give you all the drama. The only thing I personally didn't like about that mascara is that I found that it got chunky on me really quickly. Maybe it's just my eyelashes, my natural eye bacteria or something, because I haven't heard the same complaint from a ton of other people, but I just found that like it was amazing for like a month and a half, but then once I got to like the 2-month mark, when I would go to use it, it would just be really chunky and like would clump my lashes together in an unflattering way. So I typically only get like the little minis, or if I get it in a set, I'm always happy to have it, but it's not necessarily worth it to me to buy the full size tube because I know I'm going to get like such a short shelf life out of it. Maybe it will work differently for you, and at the sale price, which is either $12 or $12.50, like I definitely don't think that it's bad, and it does make your lashes look pretty incredible. All right, so let's skip ahead now to the very final week of the sale. We're going to start out with Sunday, March 29th. I want to quickly make a note about the Too Faced Born This Way Full Coverage Powder Foundation. This is going to be 50% off online only. Now, you guys may or may not know, if you've been around here for a while, that I do really like powder foundations, especially as a person with oily skin. They are some of my favorite things to use in the summertime when I want just like a fast and easy makeup look. I'll throw on a little concealer, go over with the powder foundation, then just throw on like blush, mascara, some brows, a lip, boom, be out the door. So this one I was gifted from Too Faced sometime I think last spring. And I don't dislike it, but it's definitely not my favorite. I felt like this performed a lot more like a pressed powder with coverage than a powder foundation, in that something that to me is a powder foundation can stand on its own and give you like a good solid medium coverage without needing to like really, really cake it on. This particular product, I felt like it was very creamy, it's very powdery, had a ton of kick up, but it just didn't provide a ton of coverage unless you really, really applied a lot, and then it just makes your face look like you're wearing a ton of powder. And if you're wondering what would be my personal recommendation, my number one favorite is the Wander Beauty Wanderlust Powder Foundation. That one, magnifique. And the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder Foundation has been like a long time favorite of mine. Then we get to Monday, March 30th, and the one product that I've tried from this day is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. This guy right here, I feel like had like its 15 minutes of fame in 2019. Urban Decay launched a huge collection of brow products last year, and I feel like this was the one that got the most buzz, probably just because the design of it is so unique. So this is a dual-ended product that has on one side an ink stain for your brows. So you have this tiny little microfine brush tip. It's very similar to a liquid eyeliner nib, but it's much, much thinner, so you can create like a really, really micro fine line with it. And the actual liquid itself that's in here is not as pigmented as a liquid liner, so it's much more natural looking in your brows. And then the other side to this is a waterproof brow pencil, which I don't know how well this will show up, but it definitely has a fair amount of pigment in it. Now I have the shade Dark Drapes, and honestly, the only reason I don't use this product as much as I think I would is the color is not the best for me. I do have really dark hair, and this is the darkest shade that this pencil comes in, but it's almost too much for me. I feel like the pencil ends up like making my eyebrows look really, really dark, and I don't think that's necessarily the fault of the product itself or the formula so much as the color. I tend to like to use things that are slightly lighter and more cool toned in my brows, so that way they don't look like Groucho Marx super intense. So formula wise, I think this is really good. I feel like it's very long wearing in the brows. I really like having like the two different formulations all in one. It does kind of stink that there's no spoolie. That definitely is another downside, but I definitely feel like at the sale price, which I think this is $13, like $26 for this full price is insane. Let's just put that out there. For a brow pencil, like that's a lot of money. But for $13, if this is something that you've always wanted to try, it might be worth picking up. Like again, it's gonna last in your brows, and if you get a good shade match, I think you probably would enjoy it. There's a little part of me that's tempted to pick this up in a different shade just to see if I would have better luck with it. Well, my camera battery just died, which is usually a pretty good sign that I've been filming for too long, so let's try to wrap this up. To be honest, we actually can skip ahead quite a bit because I have not tried a lot of these products. The next time there's something that I have tried isn't until the very last day, which is Saturday, April 4th. But I do want to talk briefly about something on April 3rd. If you haven't noticed, I think a lot of people are going to freak out about this, but the Cover FX monochromatic blush and bronzer duos are going to be 50% off. These were super hyped last year. I know a lot of people purchased these, and they are very expensive full price. They're $38 a piece. So I personally never bought one, even though they definitely were on my radar just because I have a lot of blush and bronzer already in my collection and I didn't really want to spend that much money on a new duo. But man, now I am tempted. And honestly, looking at all the shades available, there are so many really beautiful ones, so I have absolutely no idea which I would pick. It says that this deal should be available online and in store, so if I do decide to pick this one up, I think this might be something I go to the store and actually like look at the display to decide which color I want. If you have these, let me know what your shade recommendation would be. All right, and then finally, moving on to Saturday, April 4th, there are a couple of things in here that I have tried. First of all, the Benefit Cosmetics Gimme Brow. This is a cult classic product that has been much loved by the beauty community for many, many years. This recently re-entered my life. It was sent to me from Benefit at the end of 2019. I got a really nice package from them, and I basically fell in love with this product all over again. I had used it probably, I don't know, 5 years ago or so, before there was like that whole fiasco where they had to recall it temporarily for a little while for like contamination reasons. But I'm really happy to have it back in my life again because this is probably my favorite tinted brow gel that I've ever tried. It has a really teeny tiny itty bitty little spoolie that's perfect for getting into thin eyebrows like mine. And I feel like this does an awesome job of tinting my brows while also still making them look natural and kind of adding fullness and keeping things a little bit better in place without being crunchy. It's honestly just kind of bomb, and I love the fact that they have so many shades of this product. My shade is 4.5. That is the one that is perfect in me. I'm so glad that they added those extra half shades. Also this day there is some skincare worth mentioning. The It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer. I know a lot of people absolutely love that product. I, again, was sent that in a BoxyCharm. I tried it out, and it was all right. It does have a lot of like botanical extracts and essential oils in it, so not the best thing ever for people with sensitive skin, but it's got a nice texture. It's luxurious, it's hydrating, it's not too heavy. With my oily skin, I found I still could use it and like wear it under makeup, and it didn't make me into a crazy greasy mess. I just never personally fell like madly in love with it. There are other moisturizers in my collection that I enjoy more, and ones that are a little bit more gentle, have less fragrant ingredients in them. Ultimately, this was a product that I ended up deciding to declutter because I figured somebody else would get more use out of it. But I know that a lot of people do swear by it. So if you're in the market for a new moisturizer, I feel like compared to a lot of the other options in this sale, this one probably would be the one I would pick. Like, it wouldn't necessarily be my recommendation for a moisturizer, again, overall, but compared to like the Elemis one, this one is only $24, so I think it's definitely a better like bang for your buck type deal. And last, I wanted to put it out there because this is something that I have my eye on. The Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum is going to be 50% off, and this is a product that was, again, sent out in BoxyCharm, but I did not receive it, and I really wanted to try it because I've heard very good things about this product. I'm pretty sure it's fragrance-free, and it's supposed to have a lot of really great ingredients to make your skin look brighter and clearer with less texture and fine lines and all that kind of stuff. It apparently has niacinamide in it, and hyaluronic acid, peptides, peach extract, a lot of really cool things. Peach and Lily is a K-beauty brand, I'm pretty sure, and Korean beauty definitely is in the forefront of skincare innovation and technology. So this has been something that's been on my radar that I've been very curious about. Normally it's $39, so during the sale it's going to be less than $20, which is pretty awesome. So this is something that I've been kind of like waiting to buy, waiting for it to go on sale because I would really like to try it. So this may be the time. So on that note, I think that is everything that I wanted to share with you guys regarding the products from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I think I'm honestly just gonna skip over Hot Buys because I'm sure this video is gonna be long enough as it is already. To be honest, it looks like the Hot Buy deals are pretty much like a 30% off discount on a few select products. And truthfully, like 30% is definitely better than like 15%, but it's nothing to go crazy over. So I would say unless there is something in the Hot Buys that you've been like really wanting to try and it was something you were gonna buy anyway, I would not be like overly swayed by those Hot Buys. Like, stick to the daily deals if there are particular products that you really want, and then you will not end up spending more money than you had hoped to. As always, I love hearing from you guys, so I would love to know what's on your wish list from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, or if you've tried any products that either I mentioned or I didn't mention, definitely let us know what you think of them. Like, is there anything that's amazing that I haven't tried that you want to let us all know about, or anything that's awful that I didn't mention that we should steer clear of? Give us your guidance in the comments section. We would appreciate it. If you like this video, I hope you will consider giving it a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support and your feedback so much. And if you are new here, I hope you will consider clicking that subscribe button so yours truly will show up in your subscription feed the next time you're hanging out here on the YouTubes. I know I have not been uploading as much as I used to. No, I haven't taken like a 3-month hiatus from YouTube, but going from uploading like 3 times a week to once a week feels like I haven't been on YouTube for 3 months. Like, the internet is weird. It definitely, pains me a little bit that I just haven't been able to make content as frequently. Part of it is just life and timing. Part of it is me and energy and just kind of needing to like disconnect from a little bit for my own personal mental health to kind of like reset and recharge. But either way, if you do want to still see the content that I am making, because I am still making it. I hope you will subscribe and come back and hang out with me again in the future. Thank you guys so much for being with me here today. I really appreciate you taking some time to hang out with me. I hope you found this video helpful. So on that note, I'm gonna let you guys go, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy shopping with the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.